Doing good without expecting anything in return is one of the most profound and fulfilling ways to live. The phrase "do good and cast it into the river" teaches us the essence of selflessness, kindness, and inner peace. It encourages us to do good deeds without seeking recognition, appreciation, or rewards. In a world where people often expect something in return for their actions, true goodness lies in doing the right thing simply because it is right. When you help someone, whether it is through a small act of kindness or a great sacrifice, the universe takes note, even if no one else does. Many people hesitate to do good because they fear that their efforts will go unnoticed or unappreciated. However, the true value of goodness is not in how others react but in how it shapes your character. Every good deed strengthens your soul, refines your heart, and brings you inner peace. One of the biggest reasons why people refrain from doing good is the expectation of immediate results. They think, if I help someone, they should at least acknowledge it, or if I am kind, I should receive kindness in return. But true goodness is not a transaction, it is a way of life. When you plant a tree, you may not sit under its shade, but someone else will. Similarly, when you do a good deed, its impact may not be visible right away, but it will make a difference in someone's life, even if you never see it. Many of the greatest individuals in history were those who served others without expecting anything in return. They dedicated their lives to helping people, improving society, and spreading kindness, not for fame or rewards, but because they believed in doing what was right. Their names are remembered not because they sought recognition but because true goodness leaves an everlasting mark. Selfless kindness also brings inner peace. When you do something good and immediately forget about it, without worrying about how it is received, you free yourself from stress and disappointment. If you constantly seek approval or expect gratitude, you will often be left feeling frustrated. But when you embrace the philosophy of doing good and letting it go, you find a sense of liberation. You are no longer attached to the outcomes of your actions, you simply live a life of goodness because it aligns with your values. Another important lesson in this saying is that good deeds, even if unseen, never go to waste. Life has a way of returning kindness in ways we cannot predict. You may help someone today, and years later, in a moment of need, you may receive help from an unexpected source. Kindness creates a ripple effect. When you help one person, they are inspired to help someone else, and the cycle continues, making the world a better place. One of the most rewarding aspects of selfless kindness is how it transforms you as a person. When you help others without expecting anything in return, you become more compassionate, more patient, and more understanding. You begin to see the world differently, not as a place of competition, but as a place where every person can contribute positively. Your perspective shifts from "what can I gain?" to "what can I give?" And in that shift, you find true happiness. There will always be people who do not appreciate your kindness. Some may take advantage of it, while others may ignore it completely. But that should not stop you from being good. The world needs kindness, regardless of whether it is acknowledged. If a flower blooms in the middle of a desert with no one around to admire it, does that make its beauty any less real? In the same way, if you do good and no one recognizes it, does that make your goodness any less meaningful? The answer is no. A river does not stop flowing just because no one praises its water. The sun does not stop shining just because people take its light for granted. Similarly, your goodness should not depend on how others react. Keep doing good, keep spreading kindness, and keep making a difference, no matter how small it may seem. Sometimes, life tests our patience. You may feel that you are always helping others, but no one is there for you in return. You may wonder why the world seems unfair. But remember, the universe works in mysterious ways. The kindness you put out into the world will always find its way back to you, even if it takes time. Do not let temporary disappointments make you give up on being a good person. One of the best ways to practice selfless kindness is to make it a habit. Do at least one good deed every day without telling anyone about it. Help someone in need, donate to charity, offer a kind word, or simply smile at a stranger. Small acts of kindness have the power to change someone's day, and eventually, their life. Another way to embody this principle is to detach from the need for recognition. If you do something good, forget about it. Do not wait for praise or appreciation. Train yourself to find joy in the act itself rather than in the response you receive. This shift in mindset will free you from disappointment and allow you to experience the true joy of giving. Surround yourself with people who inspire goodness. The more you associate with kind, compassionate individuals, the more you will be motivated to do good without seeking rewards. Likewise, distance yourself from negativity, those who discourage kindness, those who see goodness as weakness, and those who always expect something in return for their actions. True strength lies in being kind despite a world that often does not appreciate it. At times, it may feel like the world is full of selfishness, cruelty, and indifference. But your goodness matters. Even if you are just one person, your actions create ripples. Imagine if everyone decided to do good without expecting anything in return. The world would be a much better place. And even if the whole world does not change, you will have changed a part of it. Kindness is one of the greatest legacies you can leave behind. Long after you are gone, the good you did will continue to exist in the lives you touched. The people you helped will remember your kindness, and they will pass it on to others. In this way, goodness never truly disappears, it keeps flowing, just like a river. So, continue to do good. Help others without expecting anything back. Give without asking. Love without conditions. Serve without seeking recognition. Let your kindness flow like a river, nourishing everything in its path, expecting nothing in return, and yet making the world a better place. The true reward of goodness is not in how others react, it is in the peace and fulfillment it brings to your own soul. When you do good and cast it into the river, you free yourself from expectations and experience the purest form of kindness. Keep doing good, no matter what. One day, you will look back and realize that every act of kindness you ever did was worth it.